Alright, World War II is over, Adolf Hitler is dead, the Japanese have surrendered, and what would be the best picture of the year in 1946 after all of this? This movie was still called, The Best Years of Our Lives. Yeah, I got the movie as well. It is about three soldiers that come home after many years at war. The main guy is a bomber for a plane. He is part of a poor family, but he's insanely good at what he did, and he is married, and it's basically a loveless marriage. The captain, who is a little older, he's married, has a couple of kids. He comes home, but he has a little bit of a drinking problem. And the sailor, played by Harold Russell, I need to look at the box in order to remember these names. He comes home to his family and a girl he absolutely loves. Just one little problem. He has no hands. I mean, from what Tropic Thunder tried to do, he has literally no hands on him. He has no hands. And the thing that got me about this whole thing is that the actor, Harold Russell, actually did lose both of his hands during World War II. Even though that accident happened to him, he was still proud of his service, and he was also the very first person with that type of disability to win an Oscar for his performance. And I gotta say, this movie is not only hilarious, but just downright enjoyable. Because, well, they catch a plane together to go back home and all such, and they start to bond and everything. They start to bond. The bomber pilot, he can't exactly fit back into the world, so he has to go back to his old job, which is at a drugstore. And the captain is a banker. He wants to help out soldiers that come back from war. And, well, he just takes hunches every now and then, plus he has a drinking problem as well. And as for the sailor, he thinks it's probably best that the love of his life would not marry him, because she would spend the rest of his life with someone who can't really do a lot by himself when his robotic hands are off. Because the way they use the little mechanics for his hands are really cool. He could still fire a gun, he could still read a book, he could still cook food by himself, but after those hands are off, he's nothing. He can't do anything. So he thinks it might be a little too hard for her. One of my favorite scenes in the movie is that the captain decides with his wife and daughter, he says, "Hey, you know what? Let's just go out. Let's go have family time. Let's go drinking." So they go bar to bar to bar to bar to bar to bar to bar, just hopping around. All that was a whole lot of fun to watch. And he runs into the pilot and the sailor at one bar, and they're just having a blast. They are just getting hammered. There was even a part where the pilot and the captain are sitting in the back seat of the car, just snuggling up against each other. And the wife and daughter just look back and go, they make such a cute couple. Finally, we get some girls in this movie that are actually characters besides love interests. I mean, the daughter's love interest for say, but at least she has character. We gotta give her that. She has character. From what I can say, this movie is a really, really good movie. I just have to point that out. It's a really good movie. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I watched it several times. Probably one of my top 20 favorite Best Pictures. So to say, I really did enjoy this movie. It may be in black and white, but that does not ruin the quality of it. So I will give this movie the status legendary. It's probably something you haven't even heard of. Once when you watch it, you're going to be thinking to yourself, why haven't I heard of this movie before? This movie is so good. I mean, I'm going to say this movie is probably better than the Best Picture nominees that are happening this year. I mean, I like the movies that are happening now, but this one's got to be better. So guys, The Best Years of Our Lives, Have you seen it? What did you think about it? Comment below, let me know, and I'll see you in the next video.